Good afternoon, everyone. Yay! How's everybody doing today? Are you as excited as I am? Probably not. I don't think anyone's as excited as I am about this. So, welcome to our Florissant Valley Time Capsule reveal. We'll go through a little bit about how we found it and what it looks like. But before we get started, I'd like to just share how many people are in this room right now. Shows just how much people care about our community and about Flo Valley. So I'd like to start off with, if you are a retiree from Florissant Valley, will you please stand? Stand up and let us recognize you. Hooray! Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for laying the foundation for what our college is today. If you are a current student at STLCC, will you please stand or wave your hands? Yay, thank you for being here, students. You know, sometimes we have events like these and we're never sure if students are going to want to come, so I'm really grateful that they're here today. I know there's free food and I get that, but I also think they care about this. Right? If you are a current STLCC faculty or staff member, will you please raise your hand? Yay! Thank you all so much for being here. So as you know, our campus, and all four of our campuses really, are undergoing some major transformations. We have built our new Nursing and Health Sciences Center, which opened last January. We opened our new Advanced Manufacturing Center, which opened last March. And then we renovated this building, which opened in December. And we renovated what used to be called Business, Engineering, Training Center, Nursing, depending on where you were in the building. But now is our Administration and Instructional Support building. And that building is home to our new library, which is why we took the cornerstone out of IR. Home to academic success and tutoring. It's where Karen and I live, along with our dual credit team and some other great folks. And our new English and languages folks are over there too. And what no one thought could be possible, we opened a brand new fitness center in that building as well. So if you've not gone to see the fitness center yet, you should really go check it out. We also have a yoga studio in there. So we hope that you'll go check out our renovated spaces. Part of the sadness of Transform, though, means that we're tearing down 4 of our existing buildings. So the 4 buildings to come down in order will be our physical education or PE building, our administration building, instructional resources or IR, and then finally the communications building. We know that there's a lot of history and feelings attached to all of those spaces. I lived in the administration building for 9 years, and it's very sad to walk by and see the fence around it because I was there every day for almost a decade. But I do know that even greater things will be on the horizon. But to preserve some of that history, we wanted to take the cornerstone of the IR building out. If you haven't seen it or you don't remember, oh, wait, I gotta say thank you first. Special thank you. They didn't really use these tools, but I imagine they look just like these, right? The clip art was a little hard to find for cornerstone getting out of building tool that didn't come out. But special thank you to all of our facilities team, to Nate Glusenkamp, and to Aaron Eckhart. So this was the cornerstone. Florissant Valley Community College, 1967. You all walked past it probably every day. Maybe you looked at it, maybe you didn't. But when we decided we were going to take that building down, Nate and I were talking, and he was like, I bet we can get that stone out. And I was like, do you really think so? Can we get that stone out and preserve it? And he said, yeah, we'll check it out. And I said, wouldn't it be cool if there was a time capsule inside? And I was like, oh, no, there's probably nothing in there. So then Aaron and his team start getting the cornerstone out and did not break it or drop it. It is still intact. So they got it out. You can see, right? It wasn't in there super, super thick, but it was in there pretty good. And then they found this corner on the left, and they're like, oh, look, there's a little box. And they're sending me pictures, right, as they're doing it. And I'm like, open it, see what's inside. It was so fun. So they did. And then they found this copper box. So I was told if we had just asked the retirees, they could have told us that there was a time capsule. I did not know, but I'm kind of glad that it was a surprise, because if you could have seen how much I was freaking out over this, you would know. So they finally got it all out, and here we are. So now we're going to see what's inside. And Tim gets to do the honors. Yeah. Everybody give it up for Tim. Also, I forgot to introduce myself because I'm just too excited. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Elizabeth Gassel-Perkins, and I have had the great pleasure of being the campus president at Flow Valley for the last 10 years. All right, sir. Go ahead. Wait, Julie. And this is Julie Massey. She is our campus vice president. Yay. It's better than Christmas. It's going to be like 2 pencils and three pencils. All right.
You want to take it out?
Yeah, you can take it out. Okay, let's see. Oh, film.
Duplo film.
You guys know how to run this, Muha? It says, higher education and the future of the youth in the greater St. Louis educational era. Edward B. Shills, PhD, January 22nd, 1960. Very cool. Okay, what else do we have? It's like messages from the past. Whoa. Oh, cool. Look at this. It is the roster, the student body roster.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this cool?
Senators.
Yep, they had senators, the SGA president, all of these names. Look at this. This is amazing. Okay, what else? We're going to leave these up here for you all to look at them too. Man, they packed this thing in good. The Norseman. The student handbook. Look, we had our own crest. If you want to see it, we have this crest up near the archive space now. The handbook from 1967. Yeah. Only smoke 5 cigarettes in class at a time, right? That's what. Oh, this is fun. This is signatures from all of the administration and faculty. This is very cool. And all of this staff as well. Okay. Oh, this is amazing. It says The Junior College District in 50 Years by Nancy Kelleher, May 1967. As a student attending Florissant Valley Community College and writing this essay in 1967, I can only wonder at but cannot prophesy the prospects of the Junior College District. Its potential is unquestionably great. The concepts it represents are profound yet practical to the society. This was before AI. Listen to this writing. The answer, however, to what the JCD will be in 50 years requires the commentary of a poet visionary like W.B. Yeats. What it will be and what it is may be the same thing, but what it is presently extends the complex of school buildings which at the moment are unfinished, uninhabited, and crude testimony to the community's trust in an idea. The product of the trust is the students, which seasonally enter the registrar's office, enroll for classes, and hopefully graduate in 2 years' time. Superficially, that is the JCD and its schools. Spiritually, it is and will be a yearly rebirth for countless students who enter classes in ill-defined and very varied academic and emotional phases. The initiation of the fledgling collegian at the registrar's office is only the beginning of his development and progression to graduate status. Throughout the next 2 years, the student encounters the wisdom and assistance of teachers and counselors and hopefully rediscovers himself, redefines, and shapes his goals. He may leave, perhaps, a little regrettably, yet he is prepared to pursue his calling, whether it be scholastic or technical. The JCD seems to have already advanced new approaches to learning and new things to learn. It will, no doubt, continue to grow with the times and to explore new ways of reaching and meeting student needs. It may rely on the latest facets in mechanical design to further education. Yet, hopefully, our fledgling collegian 50 years from now will meet with the same spirit of warmth, understanding, and dedication of the many guardians who maintain the JCD's ideals. George Bernard Shaw, poet, playwright, and politician, once said that man should exceed his parochial limitations and become man in the international sense, the wide human sense. Shaw was somewhat a visionary too, and perhaps he would acknowledge that the junior college district, so new in addition to the design of higher learning, accepts this human sense and will persist in maintaining it for times to come. Isn't that beautiful? I feel like she was right. We have more essays? Okay. I won't read all of the essays. I will leave them up here for you. But this is the Cornerstone box contents. They gave us a list. Oh, okay. So I'll tell you all the contents, and then Tim, if you just want to pull them out, and Julie can look at them. All right. So copies of articles from the Post-Dispatch and the Globe Democrat describing the ceremony. 5 pictures of the construction progress at FVCC. Names of the members of the Board of Trustees. Copy of the program of the ceremony. Invitation to Cornerstone ceremony. The student handbook. Signatures of students, faculty, and staff, names of the original Citizens Committee to organize JCD, a copy of the Shills Report, that was this one, copy of Senate Bill 7, pictures of board members and Dr. Libby, copy of the newspaper article announcing the appointment of Dr. Kosan as first president of the district, copy of the newspaper article announcing the appointment of Dr. Libby as first campus director at FVCC, article by Dr. Kosan on the JCD, article by Ms. Tygard on the JCD, article on what the JCD will be like in 50 years, that's what we just heard, copy of bulletin and schedule of courses, that's going to be very exciting, news articles by local papers, pictures of present campus, why the JCD, which is another student essay, pictures of the groundbreaking ceremony, 1 student issue of the student newspaper, which was then called the North Star, I love that, lecture and cultural series pamphlets, copies of news articles relevant to the bond issue package, list of organizations that helped on the bond drive, list of required textbooks from the bookstore, Julie Stillman, McDonald newspaper supporting bond issue, and then a list of all of the construction workers from the project. So we'll have all of these out here for you to see, and I will go through the rest. So you can pull them out, Tim, if you would like. And hand them to you. Yep, we'll just pull them on out. Okay. It's even better than I thought it would be. It's so awesome. So now it's time for you to leave your mark on history. So you'll see at your tables, there are sheets of paper designed by our graphic design students. Thank you to those students and to their professor, Susan Stewart, for getting it turned around in 2 days. This paper is acid-free paper. And those pens are archival pens. So when you use them to write, they should not bleed or fade. So please use those at the table so that we can preserve your history forever. When you're finished, you're going to put your papers in the back in a plastic bin by some other great historical artifacts that we found that you're welcome to look through, but please do not take them. And then we'll continue to collect photos and other archival documents if you would like to put them in the time capsule through the end of March. So you can send them to Karen Wade. She's in AI 247. We'll collect them and put them all in our time capsule. And then when it's time to bury it, we'll have another event. So what's next? Where's it going to go? Well, if you are familiar with the Science and Math building and AI building, there's a little walkway with some steps that come up from a parking lot. It's a very well-utilized walkway. There's already a beautiful boulder that sits right in front, and we're going to put the time capsule there. So we're going to put the time capsule down, we're going to lay the cornerstone down on top of it, and then we're also going to collect bricks from each of the buildings that have been demolished and put them around it so that we can preserve some of our great history. Okay. Thank you for coming. Please come look at the contents. Enjoy the snacks, and I'm so grateful that you're all here today. Thank you so much.